Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this week's Teach Me Tuesdays, episode 314. Our power just went back on, so I'm a little hot mess. So just kind of ignore my hair. I don't have jewelry on or anything. Ah, so yeah, I couldn't do a video for Monday. But so I thought, you know what? So this week I'm going to do a little something different, and I'm actually going to repot. I got some little mini African violets, and I posted a picture of these on my Facebook thingy. So I need to repot them into their what I'm going to be using for their cover pot self-watering system. So I thought I would do that with you today. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana and I'm an independent demonstrator and I'm in Santa Valley, Arizona. So yeah, so I'm like a hot mess. I don't know if that means, I just hope it means a hot mess because, but anyways, so now the air conditioner is on and all is good. So what happens when the power goes out, my grow lights go off, right? Except the ones that I have that are on like battery. You know, I charge them every night. So then I have to like reset them and stuff, and that's what made me go, oh, I really should repot these little African violets, these little minis, and so that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna stop blabbing so I can get my desk all situated. I usually don't repot plants at my desk. I usually do it on the kitchen counter. So this is going to be a little bit interesting. I know I did do my pings on my desk. And this might not be as bad. Who knows? So let me get situated and we'll get started. Okay, these are the little African violets that I'm going to be repotting. And I got these from the Violet Barn. I guess it's just Violet Barn, not the and they're just so adorable. Now these are miniatures, and I think this one is too. It just might be a little bit bigger. I also have standard, which is like, this is one of my standards. It's hard to do a picture, but I need to take off some of these ones. Just pinch off that brown. But anyways, I need to look up the name of this one, but because it's beautiful. Like, look at the variegated leaves. So I have three, you know, standard size, you know. So look at the difference between the two. Now I don't want to tip this too much because I've also turned this into a self-watering. And basically what it means is this just a pot. I got 3 of these at Walmart. Was it Walmart? I think it was Walmart. And then I just got the little plastic nursery pot. See that? And then I just put a wick. You can buy the wicks. I think I have the wicks and the nursery pots on my blog, on my Amazon, like my favorite finds. And then you just put water in the bottom and it pulls it up, you know, to keep it watered. So I have a lot of my plants that way. Okay, so I'm just going to move these out of the way for now, and then I can kind of show you what I've got here. So I have in just a shoebox. This might not be the best way to do this. This is like a very weird angle, but it might work best. All right, so what do I have? I have my African violet soil in my shoebox, basically. And this is African violet soil, but I've also mixed it with regular potting soil, and I've also put some perlite in there. And I've also put, so I should have a mask on. I also have some systemic houseplant in there. I sprinkled in there. So that's what I mean. I should have a mask on. I don't think I can wear a mask though, because I don't think you'll be able to hear me through the mask. So I'm just going to try not to stir up too much dust, but I am going to, I'm going to turn my fan off behind me so that it's not spraying that like dust around. But I am going to put gloves on. So a lot of times I will put the systematics or whatever they're called, I'll put it in the dirt so that it's already ready to go. And that just kills like spider mites and stuff like that. I think it also kind of helps with gnats and things. But anyways, all right. So what I'm going to do is, what I'll do is I will do one plant. You don't need to see me do all three. And then I'll come back, after I get all three done and show you the finished ones. So I'm going to grab the littlest one right here. So it's so cute. And I love the names. And I have off to the side. So this is just what I do. And I'm kind of anal. When it comes to my plants, let me find here we go, my Sharpie. Because what I do is I cut these in half. Oh, here's one already cut in half. So I just cut these in half. And the names of these are so adorable. So what I did do, because these are in their nursery pots. Hang on a minute. These are in the nursery pots that came from the Violet Barn. And I could leave them in here, probably for a while. But I have these really cute little jadeite, and they're actually like a drinking glass. But like I said, I'm turning them into a self-watering pot. So I have my my pot, and it fits in there perfectly, right? Just rests on there. And then there's water in here, and this will just wick it up into the pot. Let me maybe go up so then you can see all my craziness that's on my desk. All my little my little creamers that hold my everything, my blending brushes, my glue dots, my blah, 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 all of that sits off to the side. So it's right handy. All right. So this one's called Jersey Jackpot. So I'm just going to write Jersey Jackpot on there. And then I'll stick it in the plant when I'm done. Because this one has the little name on here. But anyways, so that's what I had it in, and then I fished that little cord into the bottom of the nursery pot. But like I said, when the power was out today, I was like, oh, I could just do those for my video. All right, so what I've done is I've got that in there, and I'm just going to put a little dirt inside the pot. And it's nice and dirty on there because that wick was wet. So I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. All right. So then I'm going to take my little African violet. And I'm just kind of squeezing him. And I probably should take some of that out. And I'm just going to be really gentle. And as I spank him and stick him in here. And you want him to be the same level as he was in the other pot. So I need to again take some of that dirt out so that he's right level. And then I can put more dirt around there. Because this is really good dirt that he came with. So I don't want to replace all of it. Okay, so I want to get him in the center. And then I'll pull over some of this dirt that I had in my shoebox, because this will have that systemic stuff in it, so that it will get good and treated. And then just kind of spank it. Spank, spank, spank. And I like the clear ones because then I can see like if there's any like holes or whatever, but you can see that wick in there. So that looks pretty good. When I water, this will go down a little bit. So, right. So I'm just going to give it a water. I just have this little, I don't know. When I got my tattoos, this is what the tattoo girl had, but it works perfect for watering. So I'm just giving it a good water. And what's nice too about the clear, as you can see now, I like if it was just me by myself, I would get them all potted up before I watered them, but I kind of want to show you like all the steps. So I'm just watering it, but you can see the water trickle its way down the pot, and it's coming out of the pot. And then this is going to be kind of dirty. So what I'll do is eventually I'll rinse this off so that this isn't all dirty. But all right. And then I'm going to simply place it in the cup. I'm going to put the little name of it like that. And there's a little bit of dirt on there, but, and then it will feed up through the wick up into the dirt and keep the plant like watered without it being over watered. So that's why I added like perlite to the soil, so it makes it not, it won't retain it as much as, because some of the soil that you buy is just like sopping wet with water, and you don't want it to be too much. So by adding that perlite, it kind of gives you that, you know. But anyways, all right, so there's one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the other two, and then I will come back and show you with them done. Okay, so I've got them all potted, and I did see this one is Rob's Smarty Pants, and it says it is a semi-miniature, so it's, you know, a little bit bigger than the other ones. And then I have like a little brush, and I just kind of go in there and I brush off, you know, any of the dirt. And then I'll just kind of keep an eye on it, make sure that it's, you know, good and stable. It'll take it a little bit probably because this one's a little bit wiggly, but just till it gets kind of situated. And then, so it's got water in there. And then what I do is I have African violet food. And so what I'll do is I'll take this over to my laundry sink. I'll clean this off. I'll rinse out the glass really good, and I'll put some African violet water in there. This was just regular distilled water. So this one is Little Smarty Pants. This one, because I can't remember if I told you the names before. This is Jersey Jackpot, and this one is a miniature. And he's got a little bit of dirt from my potting. So this one's Jersey Jackpot. I like that when the Smarty Pants came, it already had some flowers. I don't know if you could tell or not. These ones are kind of pink, and this one is white. So that's pretty cool. And there's a whole bunch of little ones. See that? All the little babies coming. And then this one is the Rob's Chili Willy. Oh my, the names of these are so cute. And so like I said, I got these from, where did I say? violetbarn.com. And they have other plants. And I learned about the violetbarn.com from, I watch a channel called The Pink Trellis, and the girl's named Gina, and she's so funny and fun, and she has so many plants. But she's the one I learned about it from, so I was like, well, I want to get some of those miniatures because I had the regular ones. And so yeah, so hopefully these ones will do as good as my regular size ones. So I'm just gonna, like I said, take these over to the laundry sink and clean them, and then I'll put them over there where they're gonna sit, and then I will show you a picture of them. But mention this because I don't think I did. This is just a boot, like you put your dirty boots on it, you know, when you come in from the outdoors. And this is what I just use to do my potting. And then it just rolls up. So then I just roll it up. Boop, boop, boop. And it just sits over by my plants out of the way. So yeah, so I'm excited to see how these do. I love the jadeite. So like I said, if you're looking for the little jadeite glasses, and if you want to have it the same as mine, then go to my blog. It's over here, and on the very top it says my favorite things, and then if you go to my favorite things, it's in my Amazon store, and that's where you'll find the little cups and the jadeite glasses. And these little cups, just if you are doing that, just so you know, these ones are the 3-inch. Let me go grab one. So these are the little clear cups that I have inside there. So and then they have a little saucer. And that's, you know, you can get ones without the saucers, but I like to kind of have the saucers because sometimes I will like if I want to start something that needs to have a little humidity or whatever, I can set the little starter thing. This might not be the right size, but I can put the little starter thing on the plate, and then this, you know, can kind of sit over top of it. You can get bigger ones as well, but you can kind of use them like that. So I like the saucer. Usually my cover pots, I try to have no hole in them. Like these are glasses. Oh my gosh, I use so many different things for cover pots. Like squirrel, I've gone off. I've gone off on a tangent. Would it be called a tangent? These are just some of the crazy things I use as cover pots. So I got this cup, and it's got cowboy boots on it. And this plant is called the Ring of Fire. And I was like, this is so perfect for Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire. This looks adorable. And yeah, so that one is fun. So I think I brought a lot of cups up here. Cups are readily available, right? But I also use Crocs. So I found this at Goodwill. It says so much to do, so few people to do it for me. But it is so funny. And this has got one of my Hoyas in it, and it's a nice big cup, right? But I need to get over here. It's a nice big cup, but it's perfect. And again, it has one of these clear pots in there with the wick. And then I just, put the water in there. It doesn't fit as good, like it rests kind of inside. So I try not to keep a lot of water on the bottom because then your plant is basically sitting in water, and that's what you don't want. You want the plant to be able to wick up, the water as it needs it. So, so that's kind of what a cover pot is. So it can wick up. You don't want it to sit. But anyway, so this is one of my Hoyas, and look, she's growing a new, I guess, is it a stem? I don't know. But anyways, so there's that one. Then I got this one. I think I got this one off of Whatnot from Rhonda at Mustard Seed, and it's the Friends Central Perk. And I put my donkey tail or whatever in it. I just love. Now, when I put this donkey tail in it, it was standing up, but now it's grown where it's falling, and it almost looked like a coffee thing. But I love about the donkey tail, when these little things fall off, you want to keep it well watered, or they fall easier. But what you do is, when they fall off, you just drop them. I'm like, keep going out of the thing. You just drop them in the pot. I want to make sure this hasn't rooted. Oh, it has rooted. So I don't want to pull it out. Oop, see? One just fell. Ah! It doesn't take much to make them fall. So you just take this little bean and you just drop it in the pot. And then, can you see, if I can get this right, can you see? So I drop that in there. There is a whole bunch. There you can see them. See the little babies growing just from dropping that in the dirt. And then these will make more. So that one's a real cool plant. I also have, see, this is a cover pot, and this is a cream and sugar, or this is just a creamer. But look how pretty. It's got your pretty little saucer. I think it's ironstone. And so this is the same thing. I have a little pot in here with the little wick. And then the water is just in here. Now this one sits up, so you can put a little bit of water in the bottom of it. This one's called Peanuts and Jade. That's what this plant is. It's so cute. I haven't killed it yet. And then this one, I love the furry succulents. And I want to say this one is Panda. I want to say this is a panda plant. And now this one is, I don't have, isn't he cute? Little Highland cow. And he's just concrete. And I don't have a wick on this one because it is a succulent. But also there's a hole in the bottom of this. So, you couldn't put water in it because of that. So it just sits in there, because then to me it kind of looks like he has more antlers or whatever. But so I love that. But I think that's all the pots I grabbed. So yeah, like I just find things that will hold a pot, and I go, that's cute. That's different. So anyways, all right. So I think that's all I wanted to share with you. I will get this in place, and then I'll just show a picture at the end where it is. And so hopefully that's okay that I did this for my Teach Me Tuesdays instead of something stamping. And I will see you Friday for my Dies Shorts. And that will be 3 o'clock, Arizona time, same channel. And I hope I won't be a hot mess like I am today. All right, I'll see you then. Bye for now.